It's time for more travel talk, and I'm Emily Kaufman, the travel mom. I recently had the pleasure of visiting Greater Fort Lauderdale with my friend Tommy Daddario, and we both were familiar with the 23 miles of beautiful white sand beaches, the intercoastal waterways, the airboats, and so much stuff that you can do outdoor in Greater Fort Lauderdale. What I came to learn that I was really surprised by is that it's also an arts and culture hub. So I'm really excited today to have Carmen Ackerman with me. She's from the River Arts District, and she's going to share some of the ways that we can bring culture and the experiences in Fort Lauderdale into our homes. Hi, Carmen.
Hi, Emily. How are you? It's so great to see you.
It's great to see you too. Where are you?
Well, I'm actually at home, like everybody should be, hopefully, as many of us as who can be. And I'm sitting by my pool because, you know, I live in Fort Lauderdale. So I have this amazing privilege of being out in this beautiful sky with water behind me and beautiful palm trees. I'm a very blessed girl. So no complaints here.
No, definitely. I really loved my time in Greater Fort Lauderdale, and I can't wait to get back there. So one of the things that I really was so impressed by was the wide range of experiences culturally that go on there. Can you talk a little bit about what the area has to offer?
Absolutely. Well, now you're talking my language. So what I do at the RIVERWALK Arts and Entertainment District is we're actually sort of a mini arts and culture destination within the greater destination of Greater Fort Lauderdale. People often come here because of our great water culture, our beautiful beaches, the great weather that we have. But when they get here, they realize the amazing arts and culture scene that we have. We have everything from outdoor festivals to amazing music events. We have amazing cultural venues. Probably one of the top 10 performing arts center in the entire country is right here in Fort Lauderdale. It's called the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. We have a gorgeous art museum, which, by the way, the New York Times rated, their editors rated as one of the top 10 places that people have to visit when they come to an art museum. So we have that privilege. We have beautiful historical sites. The Bonnet House Museum and Gardens is this lush 35-acre property that does everything from bird watching to watercolor painting to horticultural events and on and on and on. And then we have our beautiful little trading post, the origins of Fort Lauderdale, called the historic Stranahan House. And of course, the birthplace of history for Fort Lauderdale, which is the History Fort Lauderdale. So all of these venues make up the Arts and Entertainment District. And my job is to let visitors know about them. And hopefully when they come, they get to experience some of the wonderful culture that we have in this area.
Well, it sounds like there is so much to experience in person when people have the opportunity to visit. You also say that there's some ways to virtually experience these things in your home right now. Can you share how people can do that, please?
Absolutely, Emily. Well, you know, I'm really, really proud to say that the arts has always been a center for healing. And, you know, now all of the arts and cultural venues have really risen to that task. We take it as a responsibility to help our communities, to help them grow, to help them be nourished. So everything we have, almost everything we have, you can experience virtually online. For example, the Broward Center for the Performing Arts has started these amazing Classes to Go series where children and adults can really go on and experience all the different classes that they have. And they also are just in the midst of finalizing their virtual stage. So very soon you'll be able to see world-class performances, interviews with artists, and more. So that's really an exciting program that we have at the Broward Center. The NSU Art Museum currently has an unbelievable international exhibition called Happy, of all things. And they have also created a teacher's guide. Well, guess what? You can now see Happy virtually. And you can look at that teacher's guide if you were a parent or a grandparent. Look at that teacher's guide and maybe follow some of those things and interact with your own kids. You know, they say that the best way for a child to learn is to actually be reflective. So I think it's our responsibility to sort of help them and help them grow in those dimensions. The historic Stranahan House, every single day at 11, does this great interactive program. They do everything from story time to talking about different relics. You know, we're very rich culturally, a Seminole tribe, a Seminole Indian tribe community. So they have all these wonderful stories about how it was before and how it is now, this beautiful culture that we have down here. The Fort Lauderdale Historical Society, History Fort Lauderdale, they do an amazing array of lectures, and all of those can be viewed online. And the Bonnet House Museum and Gardens, if you want to see a great virtual experience and you want to go on a great tour and also take a little bit of the past, the way things were before and how they are now, then the Bonnet House Museum of Gardens, that's the place for you. And I'm going to tell you one more thing that's really, really fun, Emily, is that we also do all these great packages with hotels. So when visitors come back, we actually have a whole array of packages where we've interwoven some of our cultural events and activities with some great hotel amenities. One of our partners, called the Plunge Hotel, which is a beautiful Atlantic Ocean-based property in Lauderdale by the Sea, they are doing an art exhibit virtually. It's actually taking place on April 25th on a Friday, starting at 6 o'clock. They're inviting you to grab your glass of wine and come interact with one of the area's local artists who is putting on this entire art exhibit. So there is just so much to do, and more things are coming online every single day.
I love all of that. That sounds wonderful. Really something for everyone in every age group to experience. So where do you suggest people go as a starting point in order to find the web addresses, in order to be joining in on these activities?
Well, two places people can go. You can go to RIVERWALK Arts and Entertainment. It's called riverwalkae.com, which is my website. And we, of course, try to post everything we have there. Also, the destinations website, sunny.org, they have a whole array, not just what's based in Fort Lauderdale, but throughout the county. And also the RIVERWALK Arts and Entertainment District, our Facebook page, also has a lot of content there, which is constantly being updated. So all of those are really great places to go. And if all else fails, email Emily, she'll email me, and I'll respond directly to you, I promise.
This all sounds so wonderful. I'm thrilled that there's an opportunity for people to experience this piece of Greater Fort Lauderdale at home. So thank you so much, Carmen, for sharing.
Thank you, Emily. And everyone stay safe and healthy. And we look forward to seeing you in person right here very soon, we hope.
I can't wait. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in Greater Fort Lauderdale.
Thanks, Emily. Thanks.